Tanmay, can I
Yes,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but are we starting or ending the space right now?
starting the space.
Wow. So how's your holiday? How's how's like how's like going? Is anything fine?
Yes. How are you doing?
Great. Good and great. And I heard
Oh,
that a holiday just come in your country and yeah.
I actually called you. So I thought you're not going to come. I was wondering if you'll come or no.
Yeah, the color festival.
Yes, it's the
Yeah.
color festival in India.
Yes, they like throw colored powders know and I know which story is like perfect, but I'm not but I'm sorry. If I'm like interrupting anything, please continue, please. I'm very sorry. I'm just here to say
Big
hi to
D,
Tanmay.
Big D, Big D. How many hours more do you have to go to sleep? Because I just want to know what time zone you're in. I mean, after how many hours will you be sleeping?
Actually, it's my bedtime now, Tanmay.
Oh, all right. So let's just kick it off with Big D. Big D is my amazing friend from Thailand who has, what do you say, who has co-hosted with me many of the spaces before, even before this. We have had him on the podcast, just like we had Teresa recently. So let's hear from Big D. I'll tell her I'll find our episode with Big D and pin it up. So, Big D, please introduce yourself to all our friends. Today's a kids special Rocklaz Space. I really wanted to talk to all you amazing younglings and get your energy and know about your imagination. So, over to you, Big D.
Oh, I'm ready. I just want to say hello to some of my friends Anastasia, Teresa, and Jack. And it's nice to see you all. And also Rainbow Mosho. It's nice to see you all. And hi everyone, my name is Daybok. I'm 9 years old. You can call me Big B. I'm an artist and leukemia survivor from Thailand. When I was little, I had leukemia and I have like a very bad cancer, and T Rex is my best friend at the hospital. And T Rex is my imaginary friend. People think that I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself all the time. Actually, I'm talking to my best friend, T Rex. And I do not draw only T Rex, I draw some other artworks. You can check in my OpenSea, Crypto.com, Foundation, and Object. There's lots of artworks there. And I love to color and do black and white. This time, I'm running project and it does not include only T-Rex. It includes T-Rex and a friend, like T-Rex and alien, T-Rex and monster, T-Rex and mythical creature, T-Rex and mix and match silly animals. So that's it for sure if I'm interrupting anything. It, sometimes I can't make it too long because it might pass my bedtime and it will make other people mistake
Big
plans.
D, Big D, I haven't seen you in a long, long time. So, your vacation has started. What plans do you have for your vacation?
Well, yeah, I just had a school holiday. I was very busy with my school, dealing with all those complicated tests and also a lot of bullies.
A lot of bullies. Okay, so you have your new friends here. So we always here for you. And let your art speak for itself. Let the art spread love, isn't it? So I have just pinned up Rocklaz episode with Big D. I highly recommend you to check it out to see Big D doing live. What do you say? Live recording, live painting. So I gave him a task. He has such a good memory. So whatever he sees, he can draw it immediately. So I gave him a challenge. I showed him a photo for few minutes, like 2 minutes, and he recreated it without seeing it again. So that you can see in this episode. He's brilliant. He does amazing things. His favorite animals are T-Rex, and he loves Ganpati. So I actually gifted him from India. I sent him a small Ganesha statue.
Yes, I remember it. And yeah, it's right up there. The the Lord is doing fine right now. And hey, here is the video pinned up. To know more about me, you can just go check out this video. It's on YouTube. This is when I was 8 years old.
How old are you now?
9,000.
Uh, all right. When is your birthday, Big D?
Well, it's usually on 3rd November.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday, belated happy birthday to you. All right. So I already know a lot of Big D about Big D. So I want to give people on the panel and people in the audience to come up and ask Big D something, and then we'll pass around the mic and hear from all you lovely kids, younglings. So go ahead. And if you want to pin up something, our amazing co-host Anastasia and Teresa will also give some feedback on it. So go ahead, pin something on top, and yes, let's go. So Anastasia, congratulations on being co-host for the first time. So glad you showed up the courage and came up. So much love to you.
Hello, Tanmay, and thank you for giving me to co-host this amazing space. This is my first time to co-hosting, and I'm so happy with that. And yeah, so I have a question for Big D. I really love your art, and I have wondered what inspires you to create your beautiful art.
Thank you so much, Anastasia. So, what is it? Oh, so what is my inspiration? My inspiration is I want to have a happy and peacefully community. And everybody can be a friend, no matter who you are, what color you are, or where do you come from.
Wow, that's so cool. Keep going.
Did you know in real life it's kind of hard for me because I keep getting bullied because like my different language and like my good grades in English.
I'm so sad to hear it. I think um
Yeah.
you will do something with it. Yeah.
Okay. So like I have like many arts and good art events, and I also have a very big event where I went to speak with the princess. I talk with her normally, just like when I talk with you guys.
Wow, that's so cool. Congratulations.
And many people doesn't like that, and unfortunately I've been on TV. Then my a teacher started to see me, and then some of my friends don't like that and started making up their own and said, "No way, you're a noob. My father had been had been like best friends and shake hands with the great king." They tried to make up something like that. So, yeah.
Oh,
I well, I have a question for Big D, but I just want to say, um, hearing your accomplishments is really awesome. I love how far you've gotten in this space with your art, your NFTs, and just how you make an impact on a lot of other kid artists as well, and even grown-ups. So I hope that, kids in your school will realize how an amazing person you are, because that's how everyone sees you here, and you're an inspiration for me as well. So, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing. So I just want to say that. I also have a question. Um, how did you know that you wanted your imaginary friend in your drawings to be a T-Rex? What do you like about T-Rexes?
First of all, T Rex is my best friend. He usually hangs out with me the time. I was like bonding with him or something. There was one time I got sick, and when I healed, my mom took me to a dinosaur park. It was amazing. My favorite dinosaur was especially the Tyrannosaurus Rex, as you guys know. And as a gift, my mom gave me a giant dinosaur egg. When I opened it, there's like a dinosaur toy inside. And then, like, when my mother walked up to my room, she always saw me playing with the dinosaur. There was one time I brushed my dinosaur's teeth, and that's how, like, T Rex came to be my best friend and my favorite dinosaur.
Thank you so much for that answer. It's great to see how what you do now is tied into like how this all first happened. So yeah, thanks for your answer.
Wow.
Thank you for always supporting me, Teresa, Tanmay, Anastasia, everyone. Thank you so much. You've been inspiring me, being inspiration and love to all the people.
You're amazing, Big D. Keep going on. We are joined by another friend of ours, Jack Tuba. Do you have anything to share or ask Big D? Go ahead, and then we will go to the next speaker.
uh, hey, Big Dino. Is your birthday November 3rd? Did you say that?
Yes, it is my birthday, Jack. It.
Yep, because that's my birthday too.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
So, Jack, long time no see. Long time.
Yep, nice to see you.
Yeah. So, how's the work going?
Yep, it's going good. And how's your work doing?
It's going good, but I didn't show up for a while since my school test is going, and like now I have a school holiday. So work, your work, does it have like any new collections? Artful Hedgehog, does it?
And I do have some projects.
Good.
I'm having some new hedgehogs on object.
Ooh, I can't wait to check them out.
Thanks.
all right. So, dear co-host, what do you want to do next? So, I want to give this chance. Imagine you are the main host and you run the show. I'm here to help you with anything you need. So, what do you think we should do next?
Okay, we need to ask Tanmay since I don't know. We just need to ask him.
Whom?
So introduce yourself.
um, we you asking me to introduce myself?
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
Big D.
you. Yeah.
Okay. So, hello, friends. My name is Tanmay Shah. I am a young artist from India. I have been coloring and painting since I was very old. I was very young, like 1 to 3 years old. So I started holding my pen in my colors in my hand. I I was in a boarding school, so my school was on a mountain. So I love mountains because of that. How Big D loves T-Rex, I love mountains and landscapes. So from my school, I used to look, and there was a river, there were mountains there. So I really love doing landscapes since I was a kid. I used to love doing it. Then I love doing abstract works. I like to throw paints and see things create on their own. So yeah, I'm very good at those, but I wasn't so good as a child at figurative works like how Anastasia or Big D or Teresa do. That wasn't my strong point. My strong point was more into abstract and landscapes and still life. So yeah, I did a lot of them. I have paintings from school at home. So I used to win competitions. But I wish I had Twitter Spaces to come and share my work. I could have reached more people and shared my love and passion for colors with them. So yeah, that is me. I was away from my parents since I was 10 years old. I was away from my parents. 10 to the age of 16, I was in a boarding school. Boarding school is a hostel where you just get to go home like 3 or 4 times in a year. So yeah, that's it. We are always with friends, always playing. And one fun fact I will tell you. When I was 11 years old, there was a movie recording in my school. The pitch, Amir Khan and the production had come to school. They wanted to shoot a movie which was related to art, so all of us kids got to throw around paints and like for 4 days, like 4 straight days, from morning to evening, we were just coloring and painting and throwing colors at each other. That's it. So my one of my works is there in that movie. I'll share on once. Like if you want to know, I'll share
That
it. It's on my
must
Instagram.
been so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
I wish like my school like has like something like that, like throwing colored powders at each other, setting up fire and being devoted to it.
Yeah.
My mom said,
So yes,
my mom,
you can enjoy that.
my mom,
You can enjoy that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
my mom said if I was naughty or my brothers, she's gonna send me to boarding school because that's what you get for being naughty. So go ahead, Tanmay.
I I wasn't naughty actually. I was a very quiet kid who didn't talk much to anybody, who was looking at his own business and all that. My main reason, I wouldn't talk also. I didn't have good English. People used to make fun of me when I first went into school for my English. But I actually went. My mother sent me to boarding school because of better education. So in the city I grew up, the boarding school, which was far away, had a better education than my own city. That's why I'd gone to the boarding school. But it's fun, Big D. If mother tells you be naughty, go say I want to go to boarding school. It's fun. You can do whatever. Yeah, it's fun. So yeah, that was about me. Now I've become big, and I still create art. I still want to keep my inner child alive. I really love to talk to all of you and keep my inner child alive. I get inspired by kids. I was telling Teresa the other day. So yeah, much love to you guys. Keep creating, keep enjoying what you do. And I'm so thankful for your parents to give you this
Uh,
opportunity.
well, Tanmay, you know, it's good that you don't speak much, and it's good that your parents send you to boarding school. Now, in the future, like now, the present day, you are you speak English and like is very talkative. Create your own YouTube channel where you chat with all other NFTs performers and kids. Like, yeah, if if it weren't for your parents, if If it does not work for your parents that send you to boarding school, I wouldn't have understand what you were saying.
Exactly, that's so true. So yes, thanks for my parents for sending me. So yes, that was about me. Whom do you want to hear next from? And by the way, um, do you all want to be on the podcast? I can actually put this recording as a new episode on the podcast. A special space co-hosted by my young friends. Is it okay? Show me a heart sign if it's okay. If it is not okay, show me a thumbs down. Okay. All right, let's do it. So, whom do you want to hear next from? Hmm. Who wants to go next?
Okay, sorry guys. If like if my if I'm not talking, sorry, my phone died, so I'm using another account right now. Go ahead.
Sugar and Mama D. I was like, where is this another person who speaks like Big D coming up?
Hey, this is my mother's account. My there's like my phone when I was speaking, my phone died, and then actually the battery died, and then my mom got backup, which is her phone with her account. So I talk with her account.
All right, no worries. So I think we can go to the next speaker, Anastasia Teresa. Whom do you want to hear from next? Or anyone of you wants to go, then go ahead.
So now it's my bedtime, so I just want to say good night, Tanmay. And I'm gonna say good night to everyone and bye.
Do you want to hear a T-Rex joke? Wait, let me pull your T-Rex joke.
T-Rex joke?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is what is the chicken with tiny arms? Because it is no drumstick chicken. I'm bad at making jokes, so I'm sorry.
No, that was good. I'm trying to understand drumstick chicken.
Okay. Night night everyone. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Hey, listen. Big D. Why did the T-Rex jump? Why did the T-Rex dump truck refuse to one carry any more dirt? So let me repeat the question. Why did the T-Rex dump truck refuse to carry any more dirt?
Why? I don't know.
Because it was tired and needed a long hydraulic nap.
Hydraulic. That's only powered for water. I thought it is only used for electricity. I didn't know it's also for sleeping.
No, that's the joke. Okay, so
Okay, so I believe we are the same, since no one's understand our joke.
what makes more noise than a dinosaur?
A
What
radio?
makes
A radio?
Two
no
dinosaurs.
two dinosaurs? Yes, Anastasia's right. Let's go. Two dinosaurs make more noise than one dinosaur.
Okay, guys. Night, night. Night,
Good night.
Bye. Good night,
Also,
Big
I have a
D.
joke.
night. Bye.
Okay,
Okay,
bring
here's
it
my joke.
on.
What do you call a dinosaur that makes weird noises? A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ah, Snorus Rex. I like that. That is a good one, Jack.
Thanks.
All right. So let's hear from Jack next, and then Jack and Anastasia and Teresa in that order. And Rainbow, we're looking forward for you to come on. And our MO is another of Teresa's account, so her and we have you, Yuvan. Oh, Abdin is not here. Let me invite our friend Abdin from Iran. So go ahead. Jack, please tell us more about yourself.
So, yep, sales have been big these days. And if you don't know me, I'm Jack. I am 8 years old, and I love to do art.
Where are you stopping?
I've been in NFTs for almost a year and a half now. OpenSea and Tezos.
What do you like to draw?
And I like to draw a lot of stuff, but I mostly like to draw characters.
What kind of characters?
Like characters that are types of like animals, like so I have like a blue hedgehog one and like others. My first collection has 17 characters. 17.
70.
No. 17.
Oh, wow. I have pinned your work on top, and you really love hedgehogs. It looks like.
Yep.
So, what are hedgehogs, and what do you like about hedgehogs?
I don't know what I really like about hedgehogs. I mean, I really do. I just really like Sonic the Hedgehog. That's where I get most of my inspiration for these hedgehogs. Like I have one on OpenSea. Then I made that. I modified it and made the one on OpenSea into the ones on Tezos. And I'm wanting to make a whole family tree.
Family
and I'm
tree.
doing robot animatronics now.
All right. So, our dear co-host, what questions or what would you like to know more about our friend Jack here? Go ahead and ask him.
Yeah, I have a question for Jack. When did you start making art, and what was your favorite artwork that you have done in your whole life?
I started art like I've been doing art for really long, but I started NFTs at 6. And I don't have a favorite art piece. I like all of my art.
That's a great answer. Sometimes it's hard to choose between your own artworks.
Yep.
Jack, I really love your art. And I have a question. What do you love most about being a Web3 artist?
What I like most about being an NFT artist is that I like doing my passion, art, right? And having other people see it.
Oh, that's so
and the friends you make along the way.
Great job.
Very interesting. Nice questions, you guys. Jack, one more question. Where are you from? Where are you talking from?
Yep, I'm talking from the state of Michigan in USA.
Oh, wow. Our friend Teresa is also from USA.
Yep. That's cool.
Teresa, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Texas. Originally from India, then I moved here when I was 7. So, yeah, it's great to see a lot of people from different places in the world, not just the US, on this space like Anastasia. So, yeah, it's great to know more about other artists like Big D and Jack Tuber since I haven't heard from them in a while as well.
Yes, beautiful. I'm very keen to know one more thing. Jack, what colors you like most? Crayons, or you like to paint digital, or uh, liquid paints? What kind of colors do you use?
I mostly do digital art, but every once in a while, like at school, or I use crayons or markers or colored pencils. And sometimes I use paint and canvas.
Wow, beautiful. So where can we get to see all of your work? Do you have Instagram?
They're in my LinkTree.
LinkTree, that's where. Let's go. All
Jack,
right.
I have a question one more time. What is NFT Detroit?
So NFT Detroit is kind of like a convention. It's just like NFT NYC, but for Michigan.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep, and I'm going to be speaking there.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yep, thanks.
All right. So time for a joke, I believe. Where do cows go for entertainment?
The
Guess
museum?
what?
The museum, maybe?
They go to the movies.
That's what I was gonna. That would be my second guess.
Okay. All right. What do you call a fly without wings?
A walk.
Let's go! Wow, you knew that, Jack. That's so cool. What?
What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
Oh, that was a good one.
What do you call a cow with only its left legs? Lean beef.
Cow with a what?
With only his left legs. Lean beef.
Lean beef.
Because it's
All right.
leaning.
All right.
I
What?
actually have. Oh,
Go ahead,
uh,
Teresa.
all right. I have a joke as well. Um, why did the yellow color say you look fabulous to the purple color?
I have no idea.
All right, because they're complementary colors. Ha. I tried.
Oh, wow, that was so good. That was
Thank
an
you.
intellectual joke.
Actually, that didn't come from the top of my head. I have to like search up art jokes and be like, okay, I need a good joke.
Let's go. That was a good one. And coincidentally, your background is also purple.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
like to use like purple a lot as well, and I like green. They're not complementary, but
you know what? You know what? I like yellow. And you know what is the yellow thing I have?
what is
My
it?
my motorbike is yellow in color. It's very unique. Nobody has a yellow yellow
That's so
bike.
cool though.
Yeah, I like it. What's your favorite color?
I it's hard to choose between purple and green, but I think I like green more. Um, but I like having purple in my artworks and stuff. So yeah, changes a lot.
Mhm. What is your favorite color, Anastasia?
My favorite color is purple.
Two purples in the house. Wow. Jack, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is a blue.
We have a cool color team here, it looks like. I guess I'm
Yep.
only in the warm color team. I like red.
Well, yeah, my dad also likes yellow as well. So it's like we're both like complementary colors. And my mom uses a lot of blue, so yeah.
Ah, I see, I see. You all are complementary to each other. Families, complementary members. That's beautiful. All right. So, let's hear from whom shall we hear from? Let's hear from Anastasia next. I really love your voice, Anastasia.
Thank you so much.
So please, could you please introduce yourself to the audience and tell some fun facts about you and about your Sophie family?
Oh yeah. So, my name is Anastasia, and I'm a young artist. I started drawing at a very young age, and drawing has become a real passion for me. So I draw so many hours a day, and um, I participated in various exhibitions, competitions, and shot different videos. And 2.5 years ago, I was given an iPad, and I fell in love with digital drawing. And my dad told me about NFT, so that's how I started to do the NFT and get into this space. And since I really love animals and especially dogs, I decided to draw dogs and name them Soapy Dogs. I dreamed of adopting my own dog, but I can't yet. So my love for dogs lives in my art, and that's how my Soapy family became the Soapy family.
All right. So I'll let Teresa and Jack ask you a question before I ask. What question would you like to ask Anastasia, guys? Hmm.
I have
What's
a
your favorite
question.
thing to draw?
Oh, my favorite thing to draw is animals, but sometimes it's people. So sometimes it's people, sometimes it's animals. Yeah.
All right. What tools do you use for digital art? And if there's more than one, which one's your favorite to use? Also, I have to go in 10 minutes, so I have to be pretty quick. We're going to the temple.
Oh yeah, right. So I'm using Procreate and nothing else, just Procreate because it's the best. And you?
I do the same thing. I use Procreate a lot, and that's what I like the most.
Oh wow. I wanted to ask you guys, have you all made paper planes?
Uh, Actually, yeah, I like making paper planes sometimes. Yesterday I had to study for my social studies quiz, so I had like a piece of paper with like notes in it to study, and then like I just like started making it into a paper plane because why not? It was fun.
Let's go. I really loved making paper planes, I love how they fly. Like with little bends, they do this different aerodynamics. I really love watching them. So yes, that is about the planes. And let's ask Teresa to talk about herself as she has only 10 minutes, and then we'll come back to our discussion. So Teresa, please tell us
Uh,
about yourself and a fun fact about you.
all right. Hey everyone, Teresa Melvin. I'm 13 years old. This month actually, in around 13 days, I'm gonna be 14, so that's pretty exciting. I've been in the NFT space for more than a year. I joined like last August, I think, um, in 2022. And I've loved drawing characters for almost my whole life. Um, and another thing is I'm going to be speaking at NFT NYC 2023 in April. And that's the second time I've been to NFT NYC. I mean, going to NFT NYC. So that's also pretty exciting. Something cool that just happened was I am an artist featured in Hug. You can see that in my pinned tweet actually. So yeah, that's what's been happening for the past few weeks and months. A fun fact about me, well, I don't know if the birthday is a fun fact, but yeah, I'm actually planning to do a painting party with my friends at school where we have like a few prompts and we can just paint for my birthday. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. When's your birthday, Anastasia? I was wondering.
So, fun fact, as in, what is something unusual that people don't know about you?
Mm, I play the violin. Like when I tell people that, they're like, "I did not know you were like a violin kid," because they just know that I draw a lot. But I actually I'm playing like violin like every Sunday, so it's exciting. I'm not that great at it. I'm just like the beginner level, but yeah.
You didn't mention this on the podcast. Come on. This is such a cool fact.
Yeah,
So,
I often forget to tell people that actually.
when are we going to get to hear you play next?
Mm, I don't know. I'll have to practice a lot more. Uh, so maybe not anytime soon, but I'll have to see.
Beautiful. So, Teresa has this space is actually inspired by Teresa's and the conversation we had with Teresa and her father on the Rocklaz Radio podcast. So, I was like, yeah, let's have a kids special space and you will be the co host. So, that's how the idea for this space has arisen. So, kudos and cheers to you, Anastasia. She's a young achiever, done so many things at such a young age. Wow. So, this is Teresa who creates amazing. She has many kind of works. You should see her sketchbook. You should see her the twins, the two friends she has created from her own imagination, Ava and Ramona. So this is our lovely Teresa. So, any questions our dear friends want to ask Teresa? Go ahead.
Um, Teresa, I really love your art, and I have a question for you. So, what advices would you give for young artists?
All right. Thanks for that question. I love answering that question. Um, so for artists that are starting in the space or in any space, or just want to have a career as an inspiring artist, I would say it's all about not it's it's all about putting your journey out there, showing your work process online, and by becoming a successful artist yourself, supporting other artists that you admire, and artists that you look up to. I would also say that as artists, I feel like a lot of artists feel the pressure to be perfect in every way. Just remind yourself that you're human and there's no need to be perfect. That's not the key. So don't focus on perfection, because that was something that I used to look at a lot, making sure every detail in my artwork is perfect. But people aren't looking into that. They're looking into how you are as a person, and they want to know your story as well. So I would say just don't be afraid to start anywhere in this space. Connect with a lot of amazing people that are going to help you, and people that you can trust. So, yeah, I hope that's helpful advice. Um, and thanks for the question, Anastasia. I also see Plyn down there. So if she wants to join, she can join too. Nice to see you.
I would first of all like to say that was an amazing question, Anastasia. You're a great co-host, and you can be a great podcast host as well. So, lovely question and great answer. Also, Teresa, she's so experienced, and wow, I really loved your observations. This observation is not for kids, You can even like this is applicable even to so many of adults and everybody in the NFT space. So cheers. Keep creating. Don't seek perfection. And this is one of the things I said at my lectures also this week. If you feel stuck, if being perfect is bothering you, just think about doing something stupid. So decide, think what stupid artwork I want to create today. So that actually frees you from the burden of being perfect. So just think of something stupid I want to do. So thank you for that answer, Teresa. Cheers.
Thank you.
Jack,
Uh,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, actually, whenever I try to draw in my sketchbook, sometimes I feel the need that, like, all right, it has to be something good, or like, oh, I don't have any ideas. But it's your sketchbook. You don't have to share it if you want to. So I just like start with like some random thing that I see, or just like the first thing that comes to my mind, even if it's just like something dumb or it's not like something like out of the world. Starting from there and just building up from there. So I like how you said that, just don't just create, like, just don't think about if it's like good work or stupid work. Just get started. That's it.
Yes, let's go. Pew, 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 pew. All right. So that was amazing. Jack, anything you want to know from Teresa? You guys should definitely connect. Jack, anything you want to
What,
ask me?
what's your favorite type of brush to use on
Great.
Procreate?
Yeah, great question. On Procreate, there's a few brushes I like to make. I mean, not make, to make artwork with. To sketch, I use the 6B pencil. And it feels like, sketching with a pencil on paper. So I use that. And when I'm blocking out the colors, starting the first colors, I use the brush called Tamar. It's like it's a rough brush, and I like using it. It makes more texture in your artwork. Um, Sometimes when I'm like drawing the hair, or I'm drawing like details where there's a lot of light, I use the dry ink brush. So a lot of like brushes with texture is what I lean more towards to. But whenever like I'm drawing new artworks or new portraits, I like to see if there's any other brushes that I could use so that, I'm not in this box. So I actually have a collection called Teresa's Friends where it's not on sale or anything, but I use it to promote other artists. So, you know, I'm drawing a lot of kid artists in the space on that collection. So, I want to draw you too one day. Um, so I could do that. Yeah, of course. Anastasia, Jack Tuber, um, a lot more. So I have that planned as well. Thank you for the question, Jack.
When Jack asked brush, I thought toothbrush. So thanks for clarifying about the Procreate brush. Yes. So Teresa has her own brush. She has created her own brushes, isn't it, Teresa?
Oh no, I think I worded that wrong. I didn't create my own brushes. I just used the brushes that I have that are like already in Procreate. I kind of
No,
worded that
no. You
differently.
were mentioning in the podcast, right? I remember your father saying that you have create brushes on some either Procreate or some other platform.
Oh yeah, I think I know what he's referring to. Sometimes when like a brush doesn't work for me, or it's a good brush, but like I can make changes to it. Actually, you can edit brushes in Procreate. So like if I double click on that brush in Procreate, there's a lot of different settings like width and texture and all of that. So sometimes I like to tweak some of the Procreate brushes so it can fit um what I like. So that's actually a good feature. So I don't really make my own brushes from scratch, but I like to, change it to fit what I like.
Wow, customizing your way all the way. Wow. So it gives. I just got a wonderful idea. All you three artists, or even I can join in, but you should collaborate and create a new piece, isn't it? So you can start like a telephone. One artist starts creating something, and you pass it on to the other artist, your friend, and then it keeps going around in the circle, and it comes to be something beautiful and new. So once you have a bigger group, like at least 5, 6 people, you let me know and I can host that for you. I have done it with adults before, so it is a fun activity.
Oh, that's
That's
a great.
actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I've heard of that like challenge before where you draw something, pass it on to your friend, and then they pass it back to you. I've never actually thought of doing that, but thanks for bringing that up. It would be fun for like a lot of the kid artists to come together and collaborate on like one artwork. So
Mhm.
that's cool.
Yeah, so let's do one thing. Teresa, you start creating a DM group. I think you, Anastasia, are very well connected to the kid artist, even Rainbow. So you create a group and start adding a young kid artist in that, and we will have that contest. I mean, that project then. All right.
All right, sounds good. Um, I'm working on a few stuff right now. So hopefully, like, I don't know when I'll be free,
There
but
is no
yeah.
hurry. There is no hurry. Like whenever everybody is free, not now. In your vacations, maybe, or yeah, vacation reminds me, you guys are always on spaces and always sharing your artwork. Do you guys go to school or you just like sketching is school for you?
I mean, I wish, but I do go to school. Actually, some spring break just started like today, so I have a week just free of school. So yeah, I try to join spaces as much as I can, but I'm not always there. But yeah, I usually go on like weekends or whenever my mom has art classes, me and my dad will see if there's any space to join or yeah.
All right, so it's time for a joke. Why did the man put sugar on his pillow?
Why?
He wanted to have sweet dreams. Uh, All
I
right.
feel like you're just like stocked with like a lot of jokes. Like every time, it's like you have a new joke.
But isn't that cool? Okay, so as Teresa's birthday is coming up, this is a birthday joke. What do you get on every birthday?
What do you get on every birthday?
A year older.
Uh, uh, I was expecting a present, but I guess I'll get older every time.
Yeah, every year you get a year older, right? That's the joke. What do you what do you get every birthday? So even if you don't get a present, you know what you have got. You have got a year older. That's a present.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I have to leave right now. I have to go to the temple. So,
All
it was
right.
great being on the space. So, thank
It
you
was
so
great
much.
having you. Have a great weekend, great time. Keep creating. Much love to you. And give regards to your parents.
I will. I will. Bye everyone. Bye Tanmay, Anastasia, Jack Tuber, Flynn, everyone down there as well. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, bye.
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 All right. So let's go back to Anastasia now. Anastasia, I have a question. Why do you like soap so much? Like, why soap and soapy? Do you like to be soapy?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's a serious question. Why soapy? Doesn't it itch? So sometimes if I have too much soap and if I don't wash it, it starts itching me. That's why I was
Yeah,
wondering why.
I love to wash my hands with soap.
It's okay. Hmm.
Tenmei, can you tell a joke about the soap you did?
Okay, let me find soapy dad. Okay, tell me a fun fact about you till I search. Tell me a fun fact about you till I search.
Uh, about what?
Tell me a fun fact about yourself till I search and get back to you.
I don't know. I don't know.
So, what do your friends say? Oh, I didn't know that. When do you get this kind of reaction from your friends or anybody you talk to? Did you understand the question? If you ask something, when do people say, "Oh, I didn't know that"? Guys, am I rugged? Hello.
Yes, yes. I'm just. I don't know what to what to say.
Okay, anyways.
Just thinking. Yeah.
So you like the beach or the mountains?
I like the beach.
What do you like to do at the beach?
I like to surf.
I like to surf on the internet. Just kidding.
Great. Yeah. Actually, me.
Uh, yeah, go ahead.
Uh, actually, me too. I like to surf the internet too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have a fun fact about me. So when I was surfing, I saw the sea cow. It was swimming next to me. It's like so big, and
What?
it have the like it's yeah it's sea cow.
What does that mean? Is it a fish?
No, it's like the big animal.
Sea cow. So
Eh,
is it like a cow?
Actually yes, but I thought it is shark. So I was like, I'm dying.
Okay. All right. So I've got. So you have. How often do you surf?
I'm actually stopped surfing since since
COVID.
uh since 1 month, and yeah, but I want to surf.
Why did you stop?
Um, I don't know.
Okay. No problem. So I've got a joke for you. Soap joke. One time I shot a bar of soap. The bullet went clean through. Not that funny? No problem. Next one.
I have a joke.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
What time do you go to the dentist? At 2:30.
Oh, that is a
Get it
good
from
one.
what? Two
In fact,
thirty. 2:30.
yes, in fact, I had gone to the dentist today like 2 hours ago. 2:30 hours ago. So I didn't understand this joke, but I'm going to still tell it. Two cows are taking bath. One says, "Hey, can you pass me the soap, please?" To which the other cow starts screaming, "Arg! A talking cow!" Okay, so I think I understand now.
I don't understand it too.
So it's a talking cow. Cows don't talk, right? It
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
that funny. So it's a very tough topic to crack joke. So I'm still looking for. Ha, this is a good one. Why did the soap get fired? It
why?
kept slip. It kept slipping up.
Why did the
Probably.
pelican? Why did the pelican get banned from the hotel? Because he had a very big bill.
Who? Pokin?
It's a pelican, a type of bird with a really big beak. Beaks are called bills.
Oh. What do you call someone that steals your soap? This is a good one. What do you call someone who steals your soap? You call it a dirty criminal.
Oh, that's one good one.
Okay. All right. So we are joined by a new friend, Trilana. How are you? Trilana is not a kid, 25-year-old. I think she has a kid or he has a kid. Hi.
Hi. So no, actually don't have children. But I came in because I saw Teresa and Anastasia and Jack, and I wanted to say hello. And I just got caught up in all the fun, the funny, not funny jokes. But that makes them funnier.
So
How are you?
So I'm good. So Anastasia is going to ask you questions like a co-host. Anastasia, go ahead, ask Trilana some questions.
Hello, Trulana.
Hi.
So, um, you're an artist, yeah?
Yes.
Uh,
So I'm a photographer.
oh, that's good. And so, what do you like to photograph?
That's a good question. Well, I'm a nature girl, so I love, love, love shooting anything in nature. But I also love architecture, anything with design elements in it, basically. So, um, if I see any kind of pattern, whatever I'm looking at, whether it's nature or buildings or even like old cars, I will. I guess so the answer to that question is wherever I see design. So if it's natural, which I love really, I think I love the divine design of nature the most. I think it's the most inspiring. But I still recognize the beauty in man-made or human-made products like cars and buildings. But ultimately, I love capturing the essence of whatever it is that captures my attention. So, yeah, I shoot a lot of different things, but always with the intention of capturing the essence of that thing. That answers the question.
Oh, yeah, thank you for answering the question. It's amazing. Maybe you can pin something on top your works.
Sure. So, actually, it's funny because I only have 2 pieces on object, and I was doing that like for Tezos Tuesday something. So I don't know if you guys know what bandwidth is, but so I'm not 25. I have 25 years in television advertising and marketing. That's my background. That was the first stage of my career, I guess. So I only have a couple pieces on object because I don't have bandwidth to like do everything, and I only now, hopefully this week, I'll have my first Ethereum, debut collection. But I have a couple pieces I can share. I guess I'll just share I'll find something. I'll find something that's cool.
So what do you like to gift your niece and nephews on Christmas?
Um, so for their birthdays or for Hanukkah, because I'm Jewish, I like to just give them money so they can decide what they want, because I just don't know what they like, honestly. So yeah, I like to give. But now what I'd like to do is give them NFTs. So they don't really know much about about Web3. I wish they could follow suit of the young people of Web3 and just dive in. But yeah, they're in their like 20s and early 30s and somehow are not interested. I can't believe it, but they haven't been exposed, I guess, properly. But yeah, I definitely would like to give them NFTs moving forward. I have a few in mind, and I'm always looking for more. So yeah.
So your niece and nephews are in their 20s and 30s, so probably you have grand nephews and niece. So
No,
that
not
will,
quite yet.
you know what I do? I give them Ethereum.
Oh, you
So
give them
I'm like,
Ethereum?
I'm giving,
That's
yeah, I
great.
give them a certificate of Ethereum that this Ethereum I'm giving you. Whenever you get 18 or whenever you're old enough to have it yourself, I'll transfer it to you. So that's what I do.
There you go. That's great. Yeah, so there is a project. It's a really cute project, actually. It's called Pocket Cows. And so it's like a game. And whenever a pocket cow is sent off to pasture, which is kind of cute, so the project is deflationary, meaning that the more cows that go off to pasture, that means they're basically burnt. All the other cows that people are holding, their value increases. And whoever sends a pocket cow to pasture, they'll get passive Ethereum for life, or as long as Ethereum is going to last, hopefully years and years and centuries to come. But I thought that was a really great way to kind of get them involved. There's like a video game for the boys, and my niece, I think she'll just appreciate the passive the passive Ethereum. So yeah, that's one project that I think is pretty cool. And
That brings me one more question. I wanted to ask Anastasia and Jack. What, like, Terra Lina was telling that their niece and nephews don't realize what is NFTs and all that. So when you go to school and tell your friends that I am into NFTs, how do they react? What do your friends say about you doing art and NFTs?
Most of my classmates don't even know what NFTs are, so I just tell them that they're digital art, and they think it's like they say it's like awesome or cool, and then I show them some of my art.
And then you show them some of your money, some of your Ethereum that you earn, and tell them how many toffees I can buy with it. Do you do that?
I mean, I tell them that I make thousands of dollars, which I probably do.
All right. So, yeah. So, what do you talk to your friends then? So, when you talk to your friends, what topic do you talk on? Because you're interested in art and digital art and NFTs. What are the topics you talk with your friends?
And there's not a topic. There's a topic every single time we talk.
What?
Like games and stuff.
What game do you play? What is your favorite game?
Okay, my favorite game is either Minecraft or Roblox.
Minecraft or Roblox? I believe both of these games are video games.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you play physical off-screen games? Wow, that's a question we have to ask this generation. Jack, do you play any games which are not on screen?
Yes.
Which is your favorite in that category?
I'm probably going to have to go with one of the games that I made.
Wow, you made a game.
Yep. I've made 3 actually.
Wow, that's very interesting. Please tell us more about it.
Okay, the first one that I'm going to talk about is my most recent. It's called Oh Yes, It's the Third. So there's like multiple spaces, like the Go Space, Truth or Dare, Rock Paper Scissors, Back One, Uno, Clue, Yahtzee, Go to Jail, Operation, Back to Start, Go Fish, and Win. It's basically like that for all my games, except for the first one that I made. The squares were not that even, really small, and it's called Oh Yes We Can. It's the first game that I made, and it was a whopping 56 spaces long.
Wow, that's very interesting. Where can we see and find these games? Have you
It's
put them
just in my
anywhere?
house. I'm gonna plan to sell them when I'm an adult.
You should record a
Because
video and publish.
that's a
You
good
should
idea.
record.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
publish it by printing them out,
Hmm.
making game pieces somehow,
getting a dice and then selling it out to the public in like Amazon or something. But first, I have to be
Absolutely.
like a game developer.
You've got a good business mind. Wow, Jack. You're going to do great things.
Thanks.
Jack, you'll love Pocket Cows because the main guy, Toro, is a game developer. And they have a game with the cows.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and they're cute too.
So sweet. Wow. Let's ask Anastasia now. What games do you play, Anastasia?
Oh, I really love to play chess, and also I I can pin the chess that I made myself. Can I?
Of course.
So that's the chess I made for my parents for the New Year, and I'm yes we playing now 2 months. I'm playing with my parents, and I really love the game, and I'm actually passionate in chess now.
This is so cute. Wow. What are these characters? Are these. It's a soapy chessboard, I believe.
Yes, that's a soapy chess.
So, what did you make? Are these made out of clay? Yeah, they are of clay.
Yeah, that's a clay that's dry on the air.
Now, my real soapy dad spends more time with chess than with Mac. Okay, that's
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
This is so cute. Are they like skulls? What is the character? I'm not able to understand. Is that skull the castles?
Sorry, what?
So the horse is like a dinosaur. The knight is like a dinosaur. The castle looks like a skull. So I'm trying to figure out uh, which piece look like what.
I was inspired by Hello Kitty. The Hello Kitty have like the melody and Kuromi. And you can see the elephants. They are like those characters, and other just from my mind.
Wow, you're very creative, Anastasia. I got to tell you that. I also like playing chess. You know, sometimes we can play chess online.
Oh, that's a great idea.
All right. If you ask me favorite games, I also like chess. Chess is the only game I have on my phone. No, there's no other game.
Oh, I have
So,
online chess too. What app do you have? Like, we can play.
chess.com. I think that's the best. Chess.com.
Oh yeah, I'm playing this too.
All right. So let's decide a time and play a short game. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
I have a
right.
question about chess. I've never played, but I'm intrigued. And I think it's probably really good in terms of it's like a meditation, right? You really have to think and be in the game, and you can't think of other things because you have to focus. I like that. How would I get started learning chess if I'm just by myself?
Um. So I think you need to install any app for chess if you don't have like people who you can play with. And then you just start to play. You just start to learn, and that's will be the easy way to learn.
So I can learn online?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
That's a great idea, Anastasia. And just to add on to what she said, chess.com is very informative. It has tutorials, it will take you from basic steps to advanced steps. You can play with computer, you can play with even other beginners who are at your own level of play game. So they keep a score with an algorithm. So it will pair you up with a beginner level, like a person who's of your level in the game. Chess.com, your place to go. It's very interesting. More than meditation, I think it's more like a puzzle. Like sometimes you get very uh, when you think too much, what happens to you in your head? It gets like that sometimes. Your head starts becoming numb if you don't know what happens. And even when you start losing, you start getting angry. So it's like a game. Like you have all these emotions, and when you win, you start winning. You feel very excited, like a winner, like a king, like that. So there are all kind of emotions while playing chess.
I don't know why I thought it
So
was like a meditate. I've always seen chess players like really thinking and it's taking a long time. But I imagine it is frustrating if you're not winning.
yeah, definitely. But it's fun. You got to play. It's a fun. You can play it anytime, anywhere, and it's really a good brain exercise. So highly suggested, recommended. All right, I think it's a joke time again. Where did that joke go? Oh no, I lost the joke. 1 second. Okay, found it. What soap do pigeons use? Dove. I think Dove is an international brand, right? I think everybody knows what's a Dove soap. Don't you?
Yes, I know Dove.
All right. Um, Anastasia, do you know what's a meteorologist?
Mm, is it like a biologist?
A meteorologist is the person who checks the weather.
Oh, uh-huh. Okay.
So, what did the meteorologist bring? Why did the meteorologist bring a bar of soap to work?
Why?
He was he was expecting showers. So he's a meteorologist, right? He's expecting rain. So yeah, that's what the joke. That's why he bought a soap.
That's funny.
All right. I wanted to. See, we talked so many times. I've been talking for so many months. Like I still didn't understand why are you obsessed about soaps? Like what brought the idea to you that I should create a soapy family?
So, because of the eyes of the soapy dogs, because they have like the bubbles in their eyes, so it looks like a soapy bubble. So yeah,
They could even be bubble dogs. So why soapy dogs? They could even be bubble dogs, right? Dog bubbles.
so I decided the soap will be better.
Okay.
I have some soap jokes for you. Ready?
Okay.
What is a germaphobe's favorite type of TV show? Do you know what a germaphobe is? Someone who's afraid of germs?
Who always keeps washing hands.
Well, their favorite type of show is soap operas.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying.
What do you get when you eat soap before singing? A soap opera. Again, the same answer. Oh my god. So one more. What did the soap say to the hands as they were being washed? I think we are in sync. I like
That's
this
a
one.
good one.
Oh my god. All right. So yes, any what would you like to go? We have last few minutes before we wind up. So what would you like to talk about? Any more jokes or any more questions you have for each other? Go ahead. Yeah, I
Oh,
wanted to ask. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. I see that Alessandra here. Maybe she want to speak.
Yes, let's invite her up. Do you know how to send a invitation, Anastasia? Should I show you how to send?
So what?
Anastasia, should I teach you how to send a request?
Yeah, yeah.
So tap on the profile. Tap on their profile, whomever you want to invite to speak. Then there will be a pop-up there, and you'll see a mic option saying invite to speak. Press that.
Okay.
Send invitation to Ram as well. He also wanted to come up.
Okay. Just a second. Oh yeah, I did it. That's so cool to be a co-host.
Let's go. Wow. And it's so cute to have you and your cute voice as a co-host. So cheers to you. Hmm. We have the High Priestess here. Welcome to the show. Hi, Ram. Welcome to you too. Alexandra, we're having a kids special space about to wind up, but last few amazing things or questions or thoughts being shared. So do hop up and share. All right.
Actually, Alessandra write me that she can't speak now. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the most common question we used to get as kids. What do you want to be when you grow up? So what do you guys want to be?
I wanna be a kind artist.
What artist?
Like kind artist, like to be kind to people and to be artist.
So aren't you that already?
Yeah.
So you are what you want to become.
Yeah.
All right. That's amazing. Keep being you. Keep doing what you do. Best wishes to that. Jack, what do you want to be?
A lot of things, but mostly an artist and a game maker.
Oh, so you're going to make Game of Thrones.
That's more
No, not
production.
exactly.
That's more TV.
Oh, yes. So, oh yeah, we have a TV producer. So yeah, she got the joke. Um, yeah, what I really want to see Jack's games, and as he creates more games. What are some top companies? I forgot the name. Mattel. You can go with those companies and pitch your ideas to them. It'll be very nice. Let's see what I can do for you, but do create and share your work on internet. You'll get really good royalties for that if it gets picked up, because who is better to decide for kids game than a kid himself? So tell your parents. I would also love to speak to your parents and work out that out and help you to get your games reach the world. So really would love to see you making more games, Jack.
Thanks. I'd love to help.
So you can start by creating your Instagram, by creating your YouTube, and putting out your
I have an
games.
Instagram, but my dad's iPad is broken.
It's okay. You can create with the phone you're talking into right now.
Okay.
You can also record videos and put them as what do you say? YouTube videos. Explain your games to your friends, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of likes and hits, and somebody would definitely find you.
That's a great idea.
Awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. So, Tree Lana, what would you like to be when you grow up?
Well, I would like to be a photographer. But I didn't. I started out as a photographer at like 8 years old, but I didn't know that I could actually make a living as an artist. So you guys here who have already reached your childhood dreams, that's amazing. And it's taken me a very long time, as you can tell, to finally say, "Yep, I'm a photographer." I like skipped. I skipped right to, a job, and but my real focus has always been, capturing a moment in time and the essence of something in that exchange when you're, you know, inspired by an image just out in the world. So yeah, that's my dream. I always wanted to have like an in real life gallery. But I think now that we have NFTs and spatial and I don't know whatever the other ones are, I'll find out eventually. I think I can make that dream come true, and maybe one day we'll have an in real life gallery somewhere in the world. So
Absolutely beautiful.
thanks.
Love to see that, and yeah, that's encouraging. You held on to your thought of being a photographer since you're 8. In my case, it was a little different. You know, Anastasia, Jack, Trilina, what I wanted to become when I was a kid. Guess what? Take a guess.
The policeman.
Policeman. Okay, what else? Jack, what do you think?
Game maker.
Okay. What do you think, Carolina?
I think you wanted to be a teacher.
Interesting. I'll give you a clue. There's a clue in my pin tweet. There's a video in the pin tweet which has a clue in it. Did you see it? Did you see the video and tell me what do you think?
You wanted to be a radio.
There's a good.
Astronaut.
Astronaut.
Let's go. Yes, I want to be an astronaut. Yeah. I also went to the NASA equivalent in India. Saw rockets and ships being made, so it was really fun. They used to call me scientist and astronaut in school, but that somehow, like my dreams evolved into different things. But I think what I'm doing now is the closest of what I naturally was aligned to. So that's amazing.
That is amazing. So, are you a big follower of SpaceX and Elon?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing in itself, just to be alive at that time, in this time.
Yeah.
What planet do you
In
want to
fact,
do?
let me just complete this thought, then we'll go over to Anastasia. My recent episode on Rocklaz Radio that I just published yesterday was with the astronaut. You should see that episode on Rocklaz Radio. Mike Mongo, he was an astronaut teacher who has become an astronaut. So let me pin that tweet on top. He shares his experience of how it feels like being in a zero gravity, It was a very fun episode. So he also talks about students and what he loves about teaching and students. So that's amazing video. You check it out. I'm pinning a short clip from that podcast on top. You can check this and also watch the full episode on the clip itself, and do subscribe to get more such videos. Okay. Um, yeah, that was a fun episode in Zero G. And it is not like swimming in the ocean. It is different. So that's what he explains in this. Yeah. Back to you, Anastasia. You're saying something.
Oh, yeah, I was asking you what planet did you want to fly?
Plane or planet?
Planet.
My favorite planet would be Neptune, I believe, because
That's
it's just so blue. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. But I also love the rings of Saturn's. What is your favorite planet?
um the Earth.
Sorry,
Earth.
I didn't understand.
Earth, planet Earth.
Like, yeah, yeah.
Our home,
What is
our home
what is the
planet.
name you said?
Planet Earth, our home planet.
Oh, home planet. Here, okay. She said here. Okay, got it. Awesome. Um, all
So I
right.
have a question for you, Tanmay. This is my really the first time I think I've been in a space with you. Maybe early on, but I never spoke. Do you usually do spaces with children?
Good question. So we have this space called Rocklaz Space. Today was the 56th or probably 58th week. I have to check and tell you. We've been doing this for over a year. These use spaces started off as a 12-hour space. So for over a year, we did 12 hours consistent every week spaces. But since the new year, since the second year, second season, we have started a new format. So there are two episodes which happen on Saturdays. The one is like this, which is happening right now, which are special episodes. So today was a kids special. Last week was AI, artificial intelligence special. Before that was for photographers. Before that was for music. Let me pin that tweet also. So every week they have special episodes. And 5 hours before this, 5 to 6 hours before this, there's another space under Rocklaz Radio where we chill and talk and have fun. That's a regular style space. So yeah, you should join the previous space so we can have a free flow discussion here and talk about your artworks and yeah, have a good time.
That's amazing. I'll definitely find you again.
I believe from your accent you're talking from New York.
Actually, I'm in Miami. I don't. It's so
Oh,
funny. So everyone thinks I'm from New York. I'm not sure why, because I've lived here my whole life. I was born in New York, interestingly, but I was a baby, like 8 months old when we came to South Florida. But yeah,
you know why?
why?
You know why? You know why? Because you said Jewish, right? And your
Uh,
accent is not like Los Angeles, definitely. So that leaves the only option as New York.
yeah, South Florida, New York, LA. But no, LA is. I spent some time in Santa Monica. I worked out there in California as an editor. Um, but I didn't like the Pacific Ocean because it was so cold. I'm a beach girl ultimately, and I love the Atlantic because it stays warm. Even in winter, it's still manageable if you're willing just to be a little bit cold. But
Oh, I didn't know Pacific was cold, so I'll remember that fact now.
cold, and it's surprisingly in California. I'm like, why is it so dirty here? I thought, you guys were all for the planet, but it wasn't clean. I never went in the
Okay.
water.
So
My
I pinned up a
grandpa was
tweet.
an editor in California.
What's that?
My grandpa was an editor in California.
That's cool. Really cool.
So I pinned a tweet on top with the schedule of the space for the rest of the March. You can have a look. And I'm pinning something very interesting now. Some on the top is a podcast episode where I speak to a plant. So you can hear me talking to a plant. That's an episode from our friend there. So you have to be very creative in thinking what to talk to a plant, and yeah, try this out. What questions would you ask a plant? So what conversation would it be like to have with a plant? It's a good thought experiment. So yeah, that was my episode. So one of the interesting thing that the host pointed out was, I mentioned this, um, the kid plants never get to meet their parents. They don't know who their parents are. Have you ever thought about that? A kid plant, a seedling, would never know who his or her parent was. Isn't that true?
That is true. But do you know about trees? So the trees, the under root system. So trees are all they all
Exactly. I was
separate,
going to say,
right? They all look separate, but there's an underground entire world. Like I personally believe that is the first ever. So we're in Web 3, but I think we're in Web 4 because the first ever web really is underground. The whole root system of trees. Like if one tree is having a hard time, needs nutrients, water, then that whole network knows it. Somehow they know it. They communicate and send all the nutrients that they can to that little tree or that tree that needs help. So it's really just there's so much to learn from nature and how to be human. Go figure.
bingo. I was just going to say that because that fact is false. I just realized that, and it's exactly on your lines what you mentioned. But when I got to know about this was when I was watching a documentary like few weeks ago. It was about fungus. The mushrooms are the fruits of fungus. So the whole organism of fungus is under the ground, and the plants use the networks of fungus to communicate. So that is like a neural network. It's like brains. Their network is like brain. So the roots use the fungus network to communicate with their seedlings or other things. So when somebody is attacked, somebody is decaying, or there's some pest on them, they will communicate with their seedlings and create an environment around them so that they are not affected. Isn't that very interesting?
Wow, that's an amazing fact. It's like an avatar when they connect it with the tail.
Yeah, I need to watch the second part of Avatar. Have you all seen it?
You haven't seen Avatar, Tanmay?
Not the second part.
Oh,
I've seen the one 10 years ago.
okay. I haven't seen the second one either. I was just like, you got to see the first one because there's another one. I have to see it too. So where are you in the world, Tanmay? Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, Tanmay.
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 Tanmay. Nice to meet you. Where are you in the world?
Nice to meet you too. I'm in India.
India.
But just before I forget this fact, one second, one second.
Sure.
So the network of fungus is called mycelium. So the mycelium is the network. The mass of interwoven filamentous hyphen that forms especially the something related to fungus. Some scientific words they're using in this para, but it's like the submerged body which is under the soil of the fungus. And the fungus are like the fruits of the plant. So, like apple is a fruit of a plant which has a seed. Mushrooms that we eat are fruits of that organism which you call fungus. So fungus are neither animals, they are neither plants. So there's something in between. So that's another fun fact. With that said, okay, back to me. I am from India, and we had this amazing competition called Colors of Joy in Beijing. So we had a festival of colors. It was dedicated to that. Anastasia has participated in it. We got a great response. I'm pinning a tweet on top. You got to check it out. These are massive, huge screens, and I would suggest you to join the Rocklaz Club to be notified on the new exhibition. So imagine those small things you see in the bottom are humans, and these are the screens. So it is so big, it's like a four-story building. You go in an elevator, you press the fourth floor, you get out, and from the balcony, when you see down, that's how tall that screen is. So 12 meters high. Your work is displayed there. So yes, this was Anastasia's work, and before that, I pinned work with more screens and humans for the perspective of how large they are. So yeah, that's me. I'm also a podcast host. I am also an artist. I was speaker at NFT London. I'm a speaker at NFT NYC, but won't be able to go physically because of issues. But yes, that I've been in NFTs for over 2 years now. In fact, this week was my two years anniversary. I minted my first NFT on the 7th of March 2021, and I'm passionate about talking to people. So I host spaces, I have podcasts, and I love creating things and bringing a smile to people's faces. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I live for.
That's
Oh,
And
amazing. It's awesome.
yeah,
and I
that's
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I wanted to say that you're doing an amazing work, like your spaces. Yeah, and I wanted to say thank you to you because I get to these exhibition and I'm so happy, and I was like in real shock when I read that it's 12 meters. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, it's my pleasure.
I have another question, Tanmay, since you do work, you know, with children and holding spaces for them. Have you found more youth getting involved?
It depends on age group. Um, because as Anastasia and Jack are here, you need the parents, no? You need the parents to at least give them that internet access or give them the permission to be for such a long time on spaces and help them in their work and see if something is going wrong. So it's more dependent on parents um, than the kids themselves. But the people, the young adults, 18 onwards, I gave a lecture in the college. Even High Priestess is here. Just in fact, Monday I had given a lecture in a college. So I onboarded about 60, 70 people in the live space to Web3. So they're very interested in joining, learning, and knowing more. So yeah, there's a lot of it. We used to have a lot of kids on coming to spaces last year. When NFT was in a hype or it was in a bull rush. Of course, there was like everybody too much of like there were just more people. So there were more kids, but there were so many kids from different backgrounds. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
So because we're in a bear market, it's naturally just not as saturated.
Yeah,
Hmm. But I love the people that are actually here in a bear market. These are the ones I'm most interested in, actually. It was like a nice shakeout of those who aren't really committed. So
yeah.
yeah, anybody who's here, I think, is a champion. And it's a pleasure to hang out. And I'm so happy to hang out with you, Anastasia and Jack. I saw you guys. And Teresa, I just missed her. I actually met Teresa at Miami NFT last year. And
Wow.
she was showcasing her work with some other young artists, which, I'm still following and encouraging as much as possible. I just love, because I was a kid, I was a kid. I didn't have this when I was, 8, 10 years old to, share my vision or share my feelings through my photography. So I'm really like capturing, I'm really, I'm sure you won't understand because you guys are so young, but maybe Tanmay you will. I'm really focused on helping little Trilana be just like you, Anastasia and Jack. I wanna be an artist and have that childhood dream come true. And even though I worked at in a creative space, in television, it's still very different because I was working for other people. So for me, being an artist is being fully expressed, me, my soul, my feelings, my heart. So I think it's just incredible, and that's why I love hanging out with, young people that are so inspired and inspiring like you guys, and have tremendous appreciation for you, Tanmay, for, showcasing children, because I think, they're the future, and there's a lot to learn from them.
Wow, absolutely. I believe the same. That's what I said in my opening lines that kids are something that inspire me. Looking at I drive energy and positivity, just being in their presence and seeing them create and just be with their natural selves. I always say I always strive to keep my inner child alive, as you mentioned, little Trilina. So yes, kudos to you, cheers to you. I want to say two lines and then we would conclude the space. Before that, Anastasia, Jack, do you want to share any closing thoughts or anything you want to share before I share mine and we conclude?
Thanks for having me and thanks for the amazing space.
Thank you. Jack is just 8 years old, by the way, to the listeners. And yeah, Anastasia, you?
Oh, yeah, thank you for giving me the experience about my first co host. And yeah, thank you so much for the space. That was amazing. And thank you, Trilana and Jack, for being here.
You spoke like a co-host. Let's go. You are very natural and good at this, Anastasia. So cheers to you. I want to close by saying that as you have seen the consistency in the space and as you are here for the long term, I highly recommend you to join the Rocklaz Club. I'm doing many things under the Rocklaz brand, like the Rocklaz Space and the radio, many more things coming up. So you become a lifelong member of the Rocklaz Club if you register. So registration allow list is open right now. You can check on my pin tweet and register yourself. Notify how many tokens you want to get. All information is mentioned there. The more tokens you hold, the more benefits you get, like a sponsor benefit or something like that. So that's there in the pin tweet. Secondly, I have a question. Um, what is a pizza without cheese? And what is your collection without a Tanmay NFT? Paramdishu. So get one today. Yeah. Oh my God, I said that line after a long, long time. So bye bye, guys. See you again in this week, in coming weeks, and do share the YouTube channel with your friends. Subscribe and share this episode. You are going to be on Rocklaz Radio. I'm going to be publishing this as an audio only episode. YouTube has video, but this will be an audio only episode. So you can tell your friends I'm famous. Okay. Bye bye. Good night. Good day. Much love.
Good night. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Take care, everyone.